I'm ready.
Wonderful. The Blue Dream can be very useful, although it only lets you see the killer's recent past.
Hope it's worth it.
Pay attention to every detail, places, names, everything.
Got it.
Let's begin! Vekina Zanzala!
I nearly got lost in that fog.
Look at it this way. Nobody will find us here.
Unless Hensel attacks Golem despite the mist.
Hensel's not going to attack anyone ever again.
Always the opposite. Hensel behaves as if he wants to help us.
What do you mean?
You've seen him. He loves playing the soldier. He's everywhere. He's reckless.
Letha will want him assassinated, like the others.
Finally, some action. We've been skulking in these caves like bats.
Rather be like a bat, slain by the king's mercenaries.
What is it, Lux? Scared?
I heard Dethmold never lets Hensel out of his sight, and now witches arrived again.
One of him, 3 of us.
But you know who it is.
I know, damn it, but don't let it get to you.
It's true.
You wriggled like a fish in a net. What happened?
One more time. I was so close.
Damn it. All right, close your eyes. Vekina Zanzala!
Following my footsteps.
I love these traps.
I know, I do too.
What do you mean?
You've seen him. He loves playing the soldier. He's everywhere. He's reckless.
Letha will want him assassinated, like the others.
Finally, some action. We've been skulking in these caves like bats.
Rather be like a bat, slain by the king's mercenaries.
What is it, Lux? Scared?
I heard Dethmold never lets Hensel his sight, and now a witch has arrived in their camp.
One of him, 3 of us.
But you know who it is.
I know, damn it, but don't let it get to you.
It's Triss Miracle.
If she betrays that Sheila ordered us to get rid of Demervent, things will get out of hand. Letho should kill her.
He should, but apparently he only kills kings.
Here at last.
They're guarding the camp like it was a princess's chastity.
Did you learn anything?
The White Wolf has arrived at the Ketweni camp with Vernon Roche.
Looks like he's Henselt's lackey now.
I'd rather Henselt used others as his lackeys.
I thought he was hanged for killing Foltest.
You want him hanged.
No.
We have to be careful. Especially now we've broken off with Yorvith and his bunch.
There's something else. Sheila de Tanzerville.
You're right. Our sorceress is playing hard.
De Tanzerville has done her job. We don't need her anymore.
We won't kill her. Not just yet.
You know best.
That's right. The main thing now is to get rid of Henselt. You'll go soon.
What about you?
I'm heading to Lochmuir. That's where things will be decided. We'll meet again soon, if you're careful.
To drink a jug of wine and laugh about it?
Who knows?
I'll take the palisade. We'll meet by the cave entrance.
And I heard you stashed some of the duty in the caves near the camp. Quiet! Do you want everyone else to know? I don't know who told you, but you'll get your share if you keep your trap shut. Is it a deal? Fuck, I suppose so. I'll go tell the others.
Wake up! I'm dying to hear everything. What did you find out?
They're hiding in the ravines.
The other ones probably fled there.
Our dead man should have a key on him.
Do you remember anything else?
They said Sheila de Tanzerville was an accomplice in the murder.
Sheila! She was here while you were lying in a trance. She said she'd follow the second assassin. Do you remember anything else?
There's no time to waste. I'll follow them.
Good luck, Geralt.
Can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
What's it to us?
We should have our say. Take an interest.
Can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians. Browse.
What's it to us?
We should have our say.
Browse.
the mill in Stilton. One, the smith from Jailmouth took over when he...
Browse.
Well, we should at least object somehow. The spit at the sight of the black one.
What?
Damn, you're ugly.
Witcher. Hello.
A super soldier seer, or what?
Medallion's telling me something. Seret.
Sheila knew. She wants to destroy the evidence.
What evidence?
We didn't want to leave you.
What are you talking about?
Nearly made it. Just think. The Wild Hunt. We could have freed the world of the omen of war.
September 13th, 1269, the Ravine of the Hydra. Following the Peace of Sintra, 53 officers of the Fryhead Brigade were brought here and executed, their throats cut. The elves' bodies were dropped into the chasm. I don't know what the riders of the hunt were looking for. November 23rd, 1269. Sintra, the village of Coldwater, and another victim of the hunt. An 11-year-old boy. His parents didn't even ask if he had a chance. I'm tired. February 24th, 1270. A high pass in the Armouche Mountains. An Imperial Manticore, one of the world's oldest and deadliest monsters. I used to feel excitement at moments like this. Now the beast is only an obstacle on my way. Its meat and hot blood will help me survive this icy hell. May 30th, 1270. The Yaruga River. The hunt continues to race south. Since I've been following them, they've taken 23 individuals, all between the ages of 10 and 20. All except for Yennefer. Medallion's vibrating.
Did you get him?
Sheila got to him first. He's dead.
The bitch! She's probably on the other side of the mist by now. Come on, Witcher. We've got to remove that damn curse. I got the medallion from the king, the one you were looking for. Here.
Learn anything new about the curse?
The mage on the other side of the fog is also probing the battlefield. A sorceress.
How do you know?
You shall know them by the fruit of their spells. Magic differs with the brain type that generates it. The female mind is simply laid out differently.
It could be Triss.
No, Witcher, it's someone far more powerful.
I'm ready to lift the curse. I've got all the artifacts.
Then there is a chance we will soon move against Edirn, and you will recover your memory.
I'll need your help, sorcerer, to find the right ghosts.
Ah, they will find you. The artifact's aura will lure them. Allow them to think, speak, and act. Then you will know what to do. Geralt, there's something else out there. I scanned the battlefield and noticed the visitor's ghost. It's different from the others. It's changed.
A Draug. I expected as much.
Good luck, Witcher.
What do you want, Witcher?
So long.
Browse and chew. very strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make
The mill in Stilton. The one the smith from Jailmouth took over when he married the miller's widow.
My memory's coming back. It's just bits and pieces so far, but I can feel them coming together, forming a whole.
What have you remembered?
A voyage. An endless trek south. I was following Yennefer and the Wild Hunt. I have no idea how long. It got cold. Only old people were left in the villages I passed through. But they all refused to tell me what had happened to the young, to their children. I finally pressed a man for information. He blamed it on wolf packs, on an outburst of drowners and rot fiends. No one mentioned the Wild Hunt.
Did you catch up to the hunt?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Go on searching. I remember you mentioned some elven poems about the hunt.
I believe I said they could exist, and they'd be old. I don't know any, but look around. You're pretty good at finding things.
I found the notes of Morton Collis. He was a scholar, focused on studying the Wild Hunt.
You don't say. Interesting. What's he got in there?
The Wild Hunt moves along orthogonal trajectories that accord with... You asleep, Dandelion?
Sorry, but when I hear words like trajectories, yada yada something, my eyelids just turn to lead. We can talk about poetry. Scholarship? I don't know. Talk to someone who cares.
I found a poem titled The Song of the Hunt.
You're kidding.
Written by an elven sage.
What did he, scribble down?
A lot more than I understood. Decipher this for me. Looking glass images, without heart or mind, haunt the worlds in the name of those who have preserved blood from blood, and who feed on unrestrained lust.
The heartless bit is probably about cruelty. But looking glass images? The Hunt's cruel writers must resemble someone.
But in a looking glass, they could only resemble themselves.
Not necessarily. The metaphor might be deeper. In any case, somebody commands them. They feed on unrestrained lust. Sounds like some tyrant.
There's gotta be some truth behind these convoluted sentences. And I wonder why elves are more interested in the Wild Hunt than humans.
Take care.
We love the autumn. We got the food is plentiful. The ones picking it. You'll be picking enemy heads today. No reason to wait. Slaughter the cat when he must. Wait. Time's not right. Sometimes I forget what we're fighting for. Powerful kings have no choice but to wage wars. Then why do Demavend and Henselt's duel to settle things? My brother-in-law is from Kedwin. Decent fellow. Once I was at a market there. Quality goods, cheaper than our merchants too. Bloody hell, shut it! Every Kedwini is a bastard. Do you know what they'll do to our women if we lose this battle? Have you forgotten that they come to pillage, burn and steal our land? Are we to give it away? Horse and seed, autumn! No, wait for the signal. There's no time to lose! Silence! Archers! Light your arrows! Aim at the first ditch! Get them! Capture the enemy standard! Standards in enemy hands. We're sitting ducks here. You need to tell the commander we were ambushed. We can't hold without reinforcements. I'm to tell him. No, Princess Syphilis. Move it, imbecile, before they slaughter us to a man. I shall make it. First battle. Killed my first man. Got blood on my hands. My lord, the leader of the Dunbanner sent me. We were ambushed. We can't hold.
Want your scouts keenly watching the battlefield, Captain?
Yes, sir. They must have dug those ditches in the night. The field was cleared by day. Lady Glephisic scanned it with her magic during the night.
10 lashes to each scout. Hang every third one.
My lord, we need support.
There will be no reinforcements. You must hold. And you, Glephisic, I'll settle this after the battle. The king will learn of your incompetence.
Battles are won or lost by the commanders, not by sorceresses. Remember, I'll make a report too, and...
I've finished talking to you, witch. Time to win this battle! My lords, to your banners! We enter the fray!
Maybe you finished with me, but that doesn't mean I finished with you. Nadu Vesale.
How can we help you, Sabrina?
My place at Hensel's court is threatened. Furthermore, if Vandegrift wins the battle, nothing will stop Hensel from taking Upper Edo.
The balance of power in the north will be upset. What do you intend?
I shall summon Melgar's fire to the battlefield. It will kill Vandegrift and weaken both sides.
Any use of unconventional weapons may be severely censored.
I'm aware of that.
Hensel's hegemony is counter to the Lodge's plans. We will help you, but remember, in the event that you fail, you'll be on your own.
I am ready.
That's all you've got? You're dying fast, like roaches under my boot. Is there a Kenwenny to match Selkirk of Gallet on this field? I've long awaited.
Leave, go. Eat.
Say
When?
Shit, you stink. failed me. Archers!
Should have stayed at home, Vandergrift. First mages to die after such a victory. Gods, we can't fight such sorcery.
It's sorcerer's hail, unclean fire, we're doomed.
Why are they doing this?
As the prophecy said, the time will come when sorceresses turn on men. Flaming balls rain from the sky, and destruction will be unleashed.
What should we do? Wait here for death?
I shall lead you as a shepherd leads his flock, safely from the dark abyss. Save us, sire!
Sabrina, is that your work?
Order your troops forward, Your Majesty. The Eternian army is routed.
Not only the Eternian, look at that terrified horde. This very morning they were the finest of my knights.
They'll make it if they're reinforced.
Who allowed you to use magic?
Sire, if you strike now, Lawmark will be yours.
You've tainted my honor, brought death to dozens of knights.
Sire, the battle was lost.
You put me to shame before Dethmold. His troops fought like men of honor should, to the end. Sabrina Grevesig, I sentence you to death. You shall die.